workshop in Kuwait, and multiple other conferences in Malaysia as well. And also to give a brief introduction about CyberHeal. CyberHeals is a full spectrum cybersecurity partner where we deliver end-to-end protection, compliance, and resilience for organizations worldwide. So we have served over 100 clients across the globe for over like 10 plus countries, where we offer various services varying from red teaming, blue teaming, and compliance related services, along with also security awareness as well. And we're also proud to say that we are certified in the respective compliance certifications, which you can see on board, such as SOC 2, ISO 27001, GDPR, and ISO 9001 as well. So, yeah, again, this is just a quick run through of what our security portfolio looks like. And yeah, Dr. Ibrahim, you can take over the floor. And I hope all of you find this session very insightful, and I hope it will be worth your time.
Oke, boleh banget. Jadi untuk pertanyaan yang kali ini kita
Thanks,
lanjut aja
Hamza.
ke materi selanjutnya.
Thanks for that.
Silahkan Kak
I think before we get in, maybe can you just quick reminder in the group with this introduction, picture. Maybe I think there are more than 200 people registered. You can just send
Yes,
it.
yes.
Yeah, please go ahead and send it. So that way it will be good to see. Yeah.
Nah, ini untuk
give a few more minutes.
pemahaman teman-teman. Jadi teman-teman boleh banget buka Kahoot. Ini adalah code-nya.
Let me share my screen.
Teman-teman bisa bikin Kahoot atau teman-teman bisa buka Kahoot.
Screen visible for everyone? Hamza?
Yes, yes, doctor.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, wait.
Nah, oke, teman-teman bisa join the Kahoot ya. Untuk kodenya sudah ada, dan apabila teman-teman menggunakan dua device bisa langsung di-scan untuk QR code-nya. Silahkan.
Great. So good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining this presentation. I think it's a weekend for most of you. If you're not working on Saturday. And also, this topic which we are discussing today is something very, very important, because it's not about companies, not about governments or banks. Rather, it is about individuals. Even individually, we are every day facing this email problem, phishing problem. That's why we decided to keep this topic, and I'm sure next 40 minutes you are going to really enjoy this session, and also towards the end you are going to get some important takeaways as gifts, probably now. So you need to make sure that you are attentive, you are attending till the end, so that you will get benefit. So before we move on, let me ask one quick question in the chat box. How many of you have faced phishing attack? Type in the chat box. Yeah, Mahbub Khan is saying, yeah, he has faced. What about others? Your company, not individually you, maybe your company, maybe your... Yes, I can see a lot of reply. That shows, we have a lot of victims today to discuss. That's wonderful, that's wonderful. Thanks for that. That is nothing to be shy about, saying that and I've been a victim of phishing attack, social engineering attack, because imagine a company like UK Immigration, which is the government agency, which has been hijacked in a phishing campaign. so convincing, it fooled the licensed organization
caranya kalau dia
to
mungkin
give
dibantu itu
the login credentials for the system
saya
to the
pertanyaan
attacker.
dari awal
It's unbelievable, right? Email system can collapse an entire system. We cannot think about it because we think security is about firewall, it's about having a SOC SIM, it's about having XDR, EDR. That's all fine. That's all tools you have. Definitely it's important. But just ask the UK Immigration Office, which has been hacked in August 2025. They will tell you we had all the systems, all the security system in place. However,
nggak apa-apa.
we could
Kita rejoin lagi
be
ya,
compromised.
mungkin tadi yang belum berkesempatan
No malware,
bisa langsung
no
join ya.
ransomware, just a phishing email.
Terus spill.
So
Sorry ya,
please
Haikal.
pay attention to this.
lanjut
It's not about your technical expertise. It's not about the capex and opex you are spending on cybersecurity to protect your organization and your customers. This subject is something different. Do you all agree? Yes or no? Use the chat box. I want you to be interactive because it's not like a session where we are giving a lecture. No, this is about discussing our problems, day-to-day problems. Yes? Thank you very much. So we are going to have this 45 minutes interactive session. It's not a webinar, it's not something one-way lecture, and this is going to be a 45 minutes session. So I also would like to tell, please stay till the end because you're going to get something special. A free penetration test for one of your web applications. That's something which is going to give away at this end of the session. What hundreds of dollars, like $1,000 worth, we are trying to give because just to motivate, see how we as a company can also help you and get, get some kind of audit done in our applications. Okay, let me jump into the topic. These are the 7 key points we are going to talk about, but 5 of them are very important and 6th one is about case studies. We are not just going to talk about email security, but we are going to tell how this entire thing happens, anatomy of an hacking or anatomy of an attack we are going to go through, and different types based on the target, based on the tool they use, based on the TTP we call, tools, techniques, and TTP, and methodology they use, and also how these attacks are completely different from the attacks we had 5 years back. What is the main element or what is the game changer in this entire equation? Can anyone guess? What is that? Exactly, it is AI. We are going to talk about it. The new age of email attack. Not only we are going to talk about the problems, not only we are going to tell these are the attack vectors, AI is used, also we want to leave this webinar, this interactive session with some kind of takeaway, how I can protect myself. What are the different layers of protection? How to create a multi-layered email defense. That's also we are going to talk about it. And then definitely case studies, because that's where you will be connecting to the real world, not technical jargons or terms. Rather, we will go a deep dive into what is happening and why it happened, what is the impact, how it should have been prevented. That will connect you to this topic. Yeah. Then as a company, what we can do and how we can help, that's something which our team will explain. So are you ready? All of you? Yes?
Pertama banget nih.
Okay, great. So let me start with why email security matters. This is something we need to all think about it. Like most of the time they target our inbox, our email, which is the first priority in the attack surface. They don't care. They know that you have firewall, you have SIM, SOC, IPS, you have anti-malware software, but your email, your inbox, and they say that 94% of malware starts with an email. That's not from me, it's from Verizon 2024 statistics. And IBM says the average cost of a breach is around $4.9 million. We're talking about business. How it could impact and make some of the business to be bankrupted. I think last week webinar we saw how a 100 years old logistic transport company, delivery company in UK and Europe had to shut down because of the cybersecurity breach. So the cost is going to be very heavy. It's not about just losing money. Sometimes it could bring down or halt your entire operation. And also imagine if you have 1,000 employees in your organization. Let me ask this question. How many employees in your organization? Can you all type in chat box? How many employees in your organization? 4,500. Wonderful. No. What about others? 25. Khalilur Rahman. 500. Dr. Venkadeshan. Chris saying 500. 50. 50. Okay. 15. Okay. Good. 1,123. 6 lakhs. Almost 600,000. Karthik Sakala. Wonderful. Karthik. So imagine now we have number of employees into times number of entry points for phishing attack. The more employees you have, each and every inbox could be a direct entry or a door for an attacker. So the more employee you have, the more sophisticated tools and training and awareness you need to provide to prevent from such attack. Are you able to connect that? And also imagine during COVID, what did happen? Everybody had remote access. I think even some of you are doing it, hybrid. Is that right? Any thumbs up? Who are still on a hybrid working style? 3 days work from home, 3 days office, 2 days, 3 days. Yeah, many of you. Yes. So the remote access, mobile device, all of them increasing the attack surface exposure. So COVID remote approvals made phishing explode in Asia and Middle East. You all agree? Because you don't go and call and ask them you are in home, you send an email, you have used your system to get the approval from your boss for a support system. You are also telling that, oh, I am getting this problem, can you just approve it? Yes, that is something which you used to do. So again, COVID is one of period which has helped us to understand the new world order, including cybersecurity, the importance of cybersecurity.
teman-teman bisa menemukan pola-pola nih teman-teman.
So let us get into
Teman-teman bisa menemukan
anatomy of a phishing attack.
Gitu. Jadi
We understood
teman-teman
why
bisa aja
email
menganalisis
security matters and the importance,
kalau
but now let us get into
jalan
anatomy
depan
of a
lagi
phishing attack.
dibenerin, terus lagi hujan, produk A ini gak bakal laku nih.
What do you mean by anatomy? Why I should learn about anatomy of an attack? Can anyone tell?
Tapi sebenarnya
What is the benefit of knowing in detail how this is happening? Because if you know an anatomy, you can stop at each and every entry point, every phase of an attack, because you know in detail. So what they do, it's like they set up the system to attack, and then they lure you, means they tell you it's urgent, you need to do it. The setup is very easy because they know your domain, they know your, they know that how to change your domain name from cyber heels to cyber heast, or cyber heel without S, or cyber hills. Sometimes it's all tricky, but it's difficult to notice. I can make cyber heels, HEELS. That is how they set up, and then say it's urgent, it's important. You'll be questioned if you are not taking part of the survey. If you are not answering this email, you will be given notice from the HR department. If you are not approving it tomorrow, the consignment will be stopped. Your application will not work, license is going to expire. That will have that kind of an urgency. This is the second step they do it, anatomy of this phishing attack. The third one, they trick you to click on that. It's kind of a psychological trick, saying that urgency, authority, trust, that make you to feel that this link is real. Let me ask you, have you ever clicked the link because the subject said urgent payment overdue? Have you? Please type honestly. Abu Bakr is very honest, yeah? Yes. Many a time we do it. Urgent, otherwise income tax is waiting for your reply. No, your ICICI bank, if you don't, your account will be discontinued. That kind of a message you get. If you didn't click it, that's good. Maybe you have gone through phishing simulation. Common sense. The ones it's done, they do is what? The payoff. Credentials are stolen. Once you click it, they're going to steal your credential. Your inbox rules will be altered to hide the attacker's presence. Because otherwise your anti-malware, your antivirus will ask you, somebody is trying to install. They will first of all disable, or they will hide. And payment instructions are sent to a client from your side to the client, straight to the attacker's account. Once somebody pays, it's going to land into the attacker's account, not into your company's bank account. This is the process they do. If you have questions, please type in the question chat box. I will answer towards the end. Okay, type it. So this is then complete anatomy of an attack, the journey of a malicious email. Attackers send a phishing mail to target. They know you are a target with the email, so they're going to spend time. Then victim clicks the link and visit the fake website. The fake website install a malware or collect important credentials, and the hacker uses victim credential to access your private information, probably your bank, your social media account, because once you visited, I can take some of the information stored in your browser. Possibly I can do cross-site scripting, SQL injection, browser-based attack, collect all your saved password in the browser. Probably I can do it with the different malwares. Then use that to access your account. So this is the anatomy. All of you are clear? Can you type this 4 steps, all of you, quickly? Set up, then they loot, they click, and they pay off. Can you all type it? I'll give you 10 seconds. Please, go ahead. We want to make it interactive. Please go ahead. In fact, I'm going to play a video. What is the different? We are going to get into a different type of phishing. But before that, I also want to play a video to show you the type of phishing, different type of phishing. So let us watch a small video before we get in, so that you also connect. Are you able to see my screen, or the video is visible? Yes? Yes or no? Visible, okay, very good. So let me play it for you.
Phishing attacks occur when cyber criminals sneakily try to steal your personal information. These scams can come in many forms. So let's break down the 10 most common types of phishing attacks and how you can avoid them. First up is smishing. Smishing is a text message scam that lures you into clicking malicious links. Phishing is like smishing, but over the phone, convincing you to give away sensitive information. Clone phishing happens when a real email is copied and sent again, except this time it contains dangerous links. Whaling targets high-profile individuals, like CEOs, to steal sensitive company data. Farming tricks you into visiting fake websites that steal your login credentials. Those fake security warnings urging you to click them? That's pop-up phishing. Don't fall for them. Spear phishing is more personalized because attackers use your own details to fool you. Evil twin phishing sets up fake Wi-Fi networks to steal your data when you connect. Angler phishing happens when scammers pose as customer support to trick you into giving away your information. And HTTPS phishing occurs when scammers create padlock icons to make their fake website look safe. So, how do you protect yourself from all these phishing attacks? Stay informed about the latest scams. Don't click on unsolicited links or attachments. Enable multi-factor authentication on all your accounts. Regularly back up your data in case of an attack. Never give out personal information to someone you don't trust. And, most importantly, use a password manager. Keeper can help detect phishing websites by ensuring your credentials only autofill on real websites. Start your free trial today to protect yourself.
Fine. So that's the kind of a type of phishing attack we are trying to understand. That's good. Let me go back to the presentation.
Si A-nya itu kan 5, B-nya 10, rules-nya A tambah B. Akarnya berarti ya 10, 15. Kan 5 tambah 10. Itu kalau nggak tradisional programming. Rules-nya kita bikin sendiri. Oke? Kita yang menentukan.
Okay.
Sedangkan machine learning nggak gitu teman-teman. Machine learning, kita punya data A sama B.
So we have seen this 10 different type of, phishing attack, but we will talk about the most common, which is which we need to worry about it, which we need to take care of it. Okay. So what are they? They are called spear phishing. How many of you would approve if you receive a phone call or video call or an email from your CEO to make an urgent payment? or he's asking to transfer something, approve some workflow. The call is from your CEO. How many of you would do it? Many of us. I think at the end of the day, you know that CEO voice, CEO video, CEO email. Obviously, that's something which you have discussed with him. We get into that kind of an attack. So I'm going to keep this. I'm going to tell the story, case study later on. Okay. So spear phishing is a targeted attempt to steal sensitive data. Mainly it's related to your password, maybe your account details, and that is also targeting a specific person. Okay. And how do I build this phishing campaign? Previously I used to understand about him, prepare a lot of reconnaissance activity, but now it's simple. How it is simple? Because I can use AI and analyze his online behavior, where he is going, what he is doing, what type of shopping he is doing it. All these things I can use with AI tools, and I can graft. I can also ask ChatGPT or any other AI tool to craft a highly personalized email. And then once it comes to you, I don't want to make it more, AI generated content. Rather, I can make it more personalized, using realistic language and timing. Maybe yesterday you asked, your boss a leave, vacation. Yesterday you asked your boss to approve something. They know the information and draft the email with the realistic language and also the timing. Yes, you asked it, here is approval, click it. It will make it more, it will appeal to you more real. And also they use machine learning based on the reply or based on what you are going to do. It's going to be in real time to improve success rates. Previously we can guess, no, it looks like it's wrong. Now they are using machine learning to learn the behavior. So in spear phishing, attackers distribute emails. That's step one. So user, many a time they fail to understand it's a trick. Then the target system is compromised. Then they do the data exploitation. They take the data from your PC or mobile outside. And probably they can install a remote access Trojan in your laptop or in your PC, in your mobile. And they can use this RAT, we call remote access Trojan, to have monitoring, remotely monitor your system. I can turn on your camera, I can turn on your mic, probably I can watch all the keystroke you are making when you are going to your Facebook, trying to access your email, whatever you type in, key in user keyboard, like your username password, I can track it. And data is stolen from the compromised system. A simple phishing email could lead to complete compromise. Probably they can install a ransomware as a Trojan, as a malware. It's possible. Yes? There is something to watch. Okay. Then other thing is phishing. What is phishing? Many times we get a phone call nowadays. And AI can clone and talk as if I'm talking to my manager, my boss. It comes with the same voice. You can go to a lot of tools. Can you name few AI tools which can dub your voice? Any of you have experience? If not, go and ask Gemini AI, Google, the most powerful AI dubbing to Whisper, 11 Labs. You can go and search. So you give your voice and give the text, and it can create your image and talk to someone as if it's you.
Teman-teman
So AI clone voice.
dari coffee shop itu kan banyak banget teman-teman.
This is in a phone call, so it is very difficult to identify. And they can use a fraudulent phone number, voice altering softwares,
Ternyata
text messages.
dari semua
Also, they can use social media. So this is coming from phone calls. It's called phishing.
itu terbagi ternyata menjadi 3 kelompok.
And
Kelompok
nowadays,
kelompok
we are
mungkin
very comfortable to scan a QR code and send our payment transaction. Is it not? How many of you even don't ask a UPI in India or a phone number, do it number in Malaysia?
menengah ke atas.
Rather, you ask, okay, send me this touch and go QR code, GPay QR code, just scan and send it.
Menengah aja teman-teman bisa
Do you do often
menggunakan
with the QR payment? Yes or no? How many of us are doing that?
menengah ke bawah misalnya.
I think 60 to 70% will say yes.
Teman-teman nggak punya labelnya, tapi teman-teman bisa
But what if this QR code
teman-teman
is embedded with the malware?
ekstrak
When you click, yeah, it goes, but also it install a malware. So that is another thing. AI generates malicious QR code that bypass mobile security filters. I have anti-malware, antivirus, but QR code, you are going to a real site and you are injecting. It can create a fake login page.
akan melatih hewan.
There is a
Jadi untuk
nice video which says
untuk machine learning,
within 5 minutes I can clone your website
kita kasih aja
and it cost me $7.
reward.
I can use AI.
Dengan contoh teman-teman.
So they also embed AI logic modifies payload dynamically after scan. Once you scan, till then there is no payload. Once you land in, they can modify the payload as a malware. Till then it's a normal payload, nobody detects.
Besarnya.
So that's kind of advanced
Lagi dalam dunia
logic they are building it.
machine learning adalah
Again,
robot.
it is very difficult to,
Robot yang bisa berdiri.
you know,
Oke.
identify
Dengan machine learning, tujuan dia
Have you experienced
caranya
such kind of
sendiri.
attack.
Nah, dia bakal belajar
Yes,
kok
Greg is saying yes.
harus ke depan. Kalau misalnya
So what we have to do, first of all, once you become a victim, immediately you need to alert others. My email is compromised, my phone number is compromised, my social media account has been hacked, because that will do less damage to your reputation, to your friends and families.
Tadi ada
So informing others about an attack is much safer than keeping quiet, thinking that
ini adalah
people will think bad about me. They will not talk to me. They will not have connection in Facebook. They will not send an email. They will have mistrust.
AI lah.
That's all. It's okay. But if you don't do it, their account will be compromised. You are giving victim to do
Memiliki
what he wanted to do.
ya teman-teman. Oke.
Because he want to
Manusia.
use your account,
Ada
get
machine learning. Di mana mesti
reach, use your account and reach your friends and relatives and your customers. So first thing is alert. Limit the damage.
cara tradisional
And if you are working in a company, report to your incident response team.
yang disebut itu
Very, very important. You have to call them and tell them this is the problem, I'm facing it.
machine learning yang cara kerjanya mengikuti
And also,
cara manusia.
you need to notify your customer, report it into cybercrime or cybercell.
Dalam banget ya,
Very, very important.
bahas deep learning ini.
Can you all do that? Can you all type this?
Machine learning
In terms of victim, everybody can become a victim on phishing, social engineering attack. But these are the things: alert, limit, follow the procedures, notify, and report.
ada
File.
pertanyaan dulu teman-teman.
ALFNR. Okay. Please type this
Satu atau dua
ALFNR. Yeah. Alert, limit the damage, follow the procedure of your company, notify your clients, and report it. Report it could be to cybercrime, cybercell, or incident response
Boleh
team.
banget nih ngajuin pertanyaannya. Oh, udah ada yang raise hand nih, Kak Galuh.
Keep this
Ada
ALFNR.
Aziz.
Something which has to stuck in your mind and make sure you use it every time something abnormal happens. Okay, wonderful. It also helps you not to become a victim for business email compromise. We already talked about it in the previous webinar. They say 40% of BEC emails are now AI generated. Even security aware staff can be fooled. You can say, I am using this tool for phishing campaign. We are using phishing simulator. They are more intelligent because they are using AI to trick you. They put the trust, reputation, revenues at serious risk because of the AI generated advanced email compromise tricks. So let us have one video about business email compromise. What has caused? Get a quick overview of that.
Business email compromise, known as BEC or email fraud, is one of today's costliest cyber threats. It comes in many forms, limited only by attackers' guile. Here are 6 common types. Number 1, invoicing fraud. This attack tricks victims into paying bogus invoices or diverting valid payments.
I think this is the most commonly used is invoice because they can easily get the money, right? You can send to wrong bank account, because at the end of the day it is easy to fool you because they know that somebody has to send an invoice, payment is pending, so they can use that opportunity to send it. Yeah, this is what is called business email compromise. We have been involving in such case from Cyber Hills, big companies who have been even paid few hundred thousands of dollars as a payment, and the victim has tricked them to believe they are the real customers. It's not a joke. We may think that how could it happen? It happened. We have real case studies.
Number 2, payroll redirect. In this scheme, attackers posing as an employee ask the payroll department to reroute wages to their account. Number 3, extortion. Here, attackers threaten harm or embarrassment unless the victim pays up. Number 4, lures and tasks. These bait victims with a simple question like, "Are you there?" and escalate to other forms of BEC. Number 5, gift carding. Recipients are tricked into buying gift cards and sending the number and PIN to the scammer. Number 6, advance fee fraud. In this old con, swindlers ask for money to unlock an even larger sum, which never comes. BEC targets people, not technology. That's why stopping it requires people-centric cybersecurity.
Okay, I think that's something which is very valid, right? BEC or something, it's not about your firewall, your antivirus, your SIM, SOC, SOAR, no. That's something which we need to
Visit proofpoint.com to learn more.
aware about that. There's a lot of tool, of course, but you need to install and make sure that you also create awareness to the employees. Does it make sense so far? Yeah, we will talk about DMARC as a solution. It's going to be there. Okay. Now I'm coming to the very important part of our presentation, which is about AI-driven threats. The new age of email attacks. Please pay attention. As I told, please stay till the end because we are going to have assessment done by our team free of cost as a gift for you for attending this webinar. Okay. But let us come back and talk about now AI-driven threats. So AI-driven threats is something in the new age of email attack. Contrasting to a phishing attack in 2015, it looks like a spelling error. Maybe one spelling is missed, changed. But now, in 2025, they look like your HR memo. You got a memo from your HR, it looks like real. And they are using AI conversation bots. No more human, it's a bots that mimic your HR, finance department, and then builds trust with you and strike at the right time. So you think that you are talking to human, but it's all bots. Even they can alter using machine learning. They learn your behavior. Like for example, I'm sending from IT department. This is from human. Am I right? I am not sure this is a real email because you suspect. Then they are going to combine both of them and say that I understand your concern. I am happy to provide proof that I work for the IT department. Imagine this. Even this is generated by AI. Because you replied, I don't believe this is a human. It's going to say, I'm going to provide you proof. If you ask the proof, it will also send you. That is the power of AI. Machine learning, deep learning, all of that. That is a difference we have. So social engineering happening at machine speed. Social engineering is misusing human trust, misusing human psychological weakness. That is called social engineering. It's not about tools, techniques, licenses, softwares. No, it's a human psychology. So imagine you have thousands of personal email conversations, each like a human, while it is not. And it is very difficult for you to remember which one has come from your boss, which one has come from a bot which was mimicking your boss. You can't differentiate between a bot and your boss. So if you are going to get thousands of messages, it's really difficult. Okay? And they will trick you and they will make sure that you are transferring, they are doing the paying, their invoice, or doing the wire transfer. So emails devoid of error, deep fakes, weaponized for phishing, automation techniques, self-improving AI techniques. Initially there is no payload, but once you click, it goes and then modify the payload. Data scrapping means it can also remove the data. Sentiment analysis, based on the sentiment it can change. This is some of the things which they can do it. Yeah? Which they can do it. Very, very important into AI powered social engineering attack. Can you just type that in chat box? What are the AI powered social engineering look like? No error in the email. It's a deep fakes, weaponized phishing, automated, self-improving techniques. It can scrap the data and also it can behave based on the sentiment. 7 important features of AI-powered social engineering attack. Something which you are learning today new. Fine. So let us understand now how you can build a multi-layered email defense. That's what something which we are looking at, right? You're talking about, sir, you're talking about all this, how I can protect myself. Let us start with that. First of all, you need to have email authentication, SPF, Sender Policy Framework. What is that? It verifies email is sent from authorized server for that particular domain. You registered in GoDaddy, you registered in DigitalOcean, you registered in XYZ provider. It has to come from the same domain authorized server, just to make sure you are receiving from the right person. That's the first thing. Validate the sender on the domains allow list, like you have a white list and black list. The second part, which is very important, is about, so SPF is like a wall you build, like around your home, you are building a fence wall so that nobody can get in. Then you have something called DKIM, domain key identified mail. It validates, it's like a digital signature. Yeah, you are coming in, you are the right person. Where is your ID card? It's like a digital signature to confirm the email hasn't been altered in the transit. So the email is sent from the right domain, but what if I change the email and injected a malware inside? How do I know? So you can use digital signature, which will make sure nobody altered the content during the transit. Use public key infrastructure, PKI, using DKIM. Is it clear so far, all of you? Please type. SPF is like a wall. DKIM is your identity, like a pass, ID card. Then third one is called DMARC, domain-based message authentication, reporting, and conformance. That is a system which aligns both SPF and DKIM result and block the spoofed and spoof, and it blocked the spoofed emails and report unauthorized senders. So DMARC is a system, message authentication, reporting, and conformance based on domain. So it ensures domain the user sees in the visible from has been authenticated by SPF and DKIM. So it's like combination of both SPF and DMARC. Then we have something like ARC, authentication confirmation, BIMI, is domain owners to specify which image appears along with the message. Okay, it's like adding another level, like with the image. So these are the different level 1 defense, like a wall you are building on it. Is it clear? Can you all type SPF, DKIM, DMARC? Please go and check whether you have this enabled for your domain, for your email. Otherwise, you are going to get a lot of spam. The second level is, so we have built a wall. Second one, we want to create a security guard in the entry point. It's like our secure email gateway. The first one is a wall. Second one is a guard sitting in the front. This is your email gateways. So it can filter the threats like block suspicious link, malicious attachment. Even before it reaches the user, it blocks. It's called email gateway. Second level. Second level of it. The third level, second level is the email gateway. Also they do, if we have attachment, it can open in a sandbox environment. So before the file is open in your laptop, it opens in a sandbox and checks if there is any malware, any hidden malware, before it is delivered to the user. Third one is pattern recognition. It uses advanced intelligence of AI to see is it a spam burst, zero-day exploit. It's called pattern recognition. So why do you need to have email gateway? Because it acts as your second line of defense, catching threats even if they bypass authentication protocol like SPF and DKI. So what if they bypass? How I'm going to protect? The answer is second level is email gateway. Is it clear, all of you? The first one is email authentication. Second one is secure email gateways. So email authentication, your wall, similar to analogy is like your wall around your home. Email gateways are your security guard who's going to check and test it before they get in. Okay. Then then people are coming inside. Then they have to come inside my, get inside my lift, come to the second floor. There they need to have a security code. That is your MFA, multi-factor authentication. Enforce multi-factor authentication. Second level step, who you are, what you have. Something is your password. Something you have is your smart card or push. Who you are, something they are is your fingerprint, geographical location, fingerprint. So all of them matches, then I give access. Even somebody takes my password or PIN, unless they are giving a token, unless they are giving biometric verification and geographic location, they are not given access. Yeah? So that is something which we need to see. Stronger than SMS, anomaly monitoring. Why it matters? Because even if credentials are stolen, MFA can prevent. Don't use SMS because it's easy to hack it. Use advanced mechanisms. So email access is like your MFA for email access is like your secret codes. And the last one, very, very important, even if they bypass all of them, they can bypass, there is a possibility, but awareness is very important. Creating them like secure phishing simulations, awareness training, and also create a culture called reporting. I find some email which is not, then they have to report as a phishing email. So it will be marked and sent to the email gateway or the domain saying that this email look like a phishing, send it to everyone, so nobody should click. So employee awareness is very, very important. Threat awareness briefing, different security, overview of classification of different emails, reporting and obligation requirement, and also the procedures and duty. You need to create awareness, security awareness thing, very, very important. So this is like a human firewall, the last step. The last step is human firewall. Even they bypass all the technology, as a human shield, we can prevent this attack. So let me quickly ask you, how many of you enabled MFA for your email? Can you all type in the chat box? Yes, no? Yes? Very good. So can you type these 4 levels of defense, all of you? The first one is what? Authentication. Second one is email gateway. Third one is MFA. Fourth one is awareness. Can you all type in the chat box? We are coming to the end. Okay. Awareness. Yeah. We said authentication A, E, email gateway, AE, and M, MFA, and awareness A again. Most important, if you have understood this 4 takeaway, I think you are good in defending against phishing attacks. At least you are good. You are not the best, at least you are good. Very, very important. Check, are you implementing in your organization or not? So how to protect your business? Email, keep yourself up to date, train your staff. Very, very important, these steps. So we are going to get into now case studies. Sir, how people get easily hacked. Can you tell what are the real case studies? Let me come up. Business email compromise. Orion Chemical Manufacturing. It's happened just a year back. Okay. This is the email. This is the news. I'm not telling something from my side. Carbon block supplier Orion loses $60 million in business. Previously you are telling I'm joking, I'm just giving some information. No, this is the news. August 14th, almost exactly 1 year back, reported by Carbon Block supplier. $60 million, it's unimaginable. Security and Exchange Commissions. This is the entire story, you can read. We can share it in the group. So attackers spoof their procurement email domain and send a payment request. They paid 1.8 million into account controlled by attackers. Overall damage is 60 million, which you can see. Because why? Because there is no DMARC. Again, they have not implemented what we said, the 4th part. Right? What is that? A, authentication, then email security, then MFA and user awareness. Authentication is related to DMARC. They did not do it. A big company, big oil refinery. and they don't have a multi-level channel verification for vendor payment. Funds unrecoverable, operation disrupted due to halted raw material shipment. So enforce authentication. SPF, DKMA, DMARC. Make dual approval, not one time. You have to have dual, double verification. Maintain vendor contract verification outside email. Very good. Are you able to follow this attack? All of you? The second one is AI enhanced attack. UK energy company. Again, this is not from my AI based phishing attack. You can see here. The attacker is around almost $250,000 financial loss. March 2024, again 1 year back, UK based energy company fell victim to a deepfake audio attack, resulting in these are real case studies. Don't take it for granted. You don't think that I'm just giving something which is not from the real industry experience. Again, voice was AI clone and tricked. So you need to implement, educate user awareness, callback verification for sensitive requests, train staff, and use MFA and session monitoring. Again, this is another case study. AI enhanced phishing attack using a call caused $250,000 financial loss for a UK energy company. Don't take it light, it is very serious. Third one, last pass AI was phishing attack. Employee targeted with the deepfake voice call impersonating the company executive like CEO or CFO. Victim was convinced to share company temporary authentication code. Then he used the code to get into the access. So see here, he put the name, he said the message. So never share MFA codes. They'll say, okay, can you share that MFA code to outsider without approval? Educate employee on AI voice. Use phishing resistant MFA like hardware tokens. You have to use it. This third case studies. The fourth one, Pepco grouping AI enhanced phishing attack. Pepco. Again, AI generated phishing email mimic the internal HR messages. Email bypassed, multiple accounts compromised, and risk of payroll, data theft, and unauthorized ERP access. So you need to deploy AI-powered anomaly detection. Your email gateway also should be using AI-powered anomaly detection. Enable adaptive MFA, high-risk login attempts, regular simulation, awareness. So all these four solutions, whatever we have mentioned, if they have implemented AEMU, all this multi-million-dollar financial loss would have been prevented. Do you all agree? All of you? Yes? Is something really interesting to see that? Are you all convinced? Even big companies like oil companies, banks, they can all go bankrupt because of simple phishing, social engineering attack? Yes or no? Previously you might be thinking, but now you believe in that. Is that right? Yeah.
Teman-teman di copy misalnya ya.
Okay.
Jalani di sini, terus jalankan dengan cara di sini ada.
Wonderful. So now we are coming to the last 5 minutes. We are going to extend for 5-10 minutes. So I am going to call now our CIO, Mr. Kaja, who is going to tell how CyberHeals as a company can help this deep fake, dark and deep web attack, your social engineering, social media frauds, how we can help, and how we have helped companies. That is what he's going to talk about. So I'm going to leave this webinar with summarizing what I've taught. I've said why email security matters. Am I right? Because we said email scams are used. 40% of attacks happens using that, using social engineering, using email. And also we talked about anatomy and type of phishing. Is that right? Also we said
Teman-teman yang mau bertanya,
they are using
pertanyaan
AI
itu
powered threats.
dari Kak Felisa
And we
dan
learned
Nadia.
4 important defense mechanism.
Kalau Kak
Like you built a
Felicia,
wall, you have a security card, you have a
Jadi
secret
on aja ya.
code, and create a human
Suara saya
firewall,
terdengar?
which is
Kedengaran
education.
Kak Aman.
Oke.
That is the
Bapak,
4
saya mau
takeaway
nanya.
out of this webinar. I believe you all
Selain yang
have got
tadi
it.
Bapak kasih
Yes?
itu ya, kasih tahu itu
And we
programnya
also
kalau pakai NetBeans
talked
bisa
about
nggak?
case studies to make you feel it's real, it happened. And what was missing? These 4 simple
Iya.
steps which we talked about it. Authentication, email gateways,
Ini ada notebooknya gak ya?
and also we talked about, user awareness,
Terus ada sublime text juga bisa
isn't
nggak?
it?
Bisa, Pak.
MFA and user awareness. So with that, I would like to thank all of you. Let's get into that, what we are going to deliver, and also how you can benefit with our offer of free pen testing for your web application. Now, the seminar is over to Kaja. Please go ahead.
Kalau di sini bisa nggak ya? Oh, ternyata bisa, tapi
Hamza,
nggak ngejalanin gitu karena
you're mute.
kalau di supply
Yes, yes.
kayaknya nggak bisa deh, atau aku kurang tahu deh untuk Netflix ya. Sangat nih.
Berarti masih bisa cuma via Skype doang.
Yes,
Hello?
Kaja, please go ahead.
Yang di ini ya, untuk yang
Hi everybody, can you hear me?
device sendiri ya.
Iya.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cara
Okay, great.
Discord atau misalnya
So let me share my screen.
mau buka di Anaconda di Jupiter Lab atau Jupiter Notebook itu bisa.
While he is sharing, just some questions. How effective is DMARC stopping BEC? It's very effective. First of all, you at least you stop. As I told you, this is the wall you are building. Am I right? SPF, DKMI, and DMARC are on the wall. So it's a first level. The second level is, again, you have to have security gateway, which is your guard, then MFA, then awareness. So all of them are required, but DMARC is very effective. Yeah. We will get certificate as well, sir, for attending. It's awareness session. You get, something. If you want, you can request the team. They can do it. How does SGEG detect zero-day exploits? Very good question. How security gateway? Security gateway has to work with AI, not a traditional one. So they will have in the sandboxing, in the cloud, knowledge about the zero-day vulnerability, like pattern recognition, am I right? Behavior change, because that is nothing can stop using your anti-malware. You cannot stop a zero-day exploit because you don't have a anti-malware software till now. Code is not released. So that is something called pattern and behavior based. Heuristic based means they change their pattern. Stealth malware we have it, which can go and hide. So these are some of the things. That means you also need to have your SEG, security gateway, email gateway with AI capabilities. Does it answer, Abu Bakar, your question? Any other questions you have? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Great. Abu Bakar, you want to talk? Maybe you can, message our admin. We can have a call if if you have anything. Yeah. Thank you. You can talk to admin. They will. Thanks for that. Yeah, please go ahead, Kaja, and tell how we can help them with our digital risk protection and ASM, and then how we can give away with the pen testing. Yeah, please go ahead, Kaja. Thank you.
Hope you can all see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Oke, betul.
So what CyberHeals, apart from the services that we mentioned earlier in the presentation, have is a platform called Trusta, which is built on AI, and it kind of like helps any organization automate their entire compliance journey. Like we have mapped across 20 plus well-known cybersecurity compliance frameworks around the world, and it also has security modules that help you to kind of like monitor your complete external perimeter, and it has digital risk protection, which kind of like gets information from the dark and the deep web. We also offer pen test as a service. Then if you are actually using any of the public cloud platforms like Google, Azure, and AWS, then we can monitor your cloud infrastructure also. So it all comes in a single platform, and we already have very good reviews and ratings in G2, which you can review. And as I told you, like it's a single platform that has compliance at the center and the different security modules that increases your company's cybersecurity posture also available. And these are some clients around the world who actually have trusted us both in terms of our services as well as the platform. And I'll after this I'll show you a quick demo of Trusta, the platform, and also show you how you can get the free pen testing offer also. So this is the Trusta platform. So it has all these modules, and I'll quickly go to the main modules that will be relevant for today's topic. One is digital risk protection. Here we actively look at the dark and the deep web for any data leaks, any phishing domains, any fake apps, as well as we monitor the social media to understand if somebody is trying to what is it give negative reviews and comments that will eventually target your company's reputation, and if the company is already publicly listed, then it also leads to financial loss. So these are the different widgets that we have within this dashboard, and each one is kind of like a drill down. And if you click these items, you can see what are the computers that got hacked, compromised, and what are the malwares that were running at the time of the particular compromise. So you can see what was the malware path and what is the IP address of the system, and what was the system ID that got compromised, and it gives you a full detail. And if there is any dark web mentions about your company, then we also monitor this Telegram, hacker forums, and also page sites. And you can look at here, these are same hacks, data breaches that are sorted based on the employees. So where this particular breach happened, and what is his username, and what was the password used, and based on this we also kind of like find out whether your employees are actually using password strength that is actually good or bad. So that is where this password strength monitoring comes into place. And this is phishing domain, which is very much needed for our current topic. So the demo is actually for a domain called CyberInts, CYBRINTS. So we are using AI to find other similar domains, and CyberAnts, CyberRANs, CyberInts, and what are the IP address in which these domains are hosted. And we use AI to kind of like analyze the entire website to understand whether the domain is actually legitimate or it is used for scam. Because we are looking at a globalized world where multiple companies can have similar brand names with a small variation in spellings. But if they are really trying to kind of like do a scam, then obviously they'll try to get the keywords that is similar to you, and also your logos. All these things can happen. That's where our AI engine comes into the picture. And another module which I like to show you is attack surface management. Here we monitor your entire external domain, which means any of the websites or web apps that is available for public access can be monitored. And it begins with a very simple thing, like if you give the domain name to this platform, it automatically enumerates all the subdomain that is available, and each subdomain, if it is linked to a particular server, then we kind of like find out what is the IP address, what are the different services running behind in the server, and we also try to find the vulnerabilities of each of the service, because you might be doing a pen testing of your application, but what about the mail server? If you had not upgraded the mail server, then it itself can lead to a data breach. So that is where we are kind of like trying to do an entire scan, and we find out the vulnerabilities, and we, more than being a vulnerability scanning, it also comes with 10,000 plus home built scripts, where we kind of like do a black box automated pen testing, and it also kind of like lists all these vulnerabilities based on whether exploits are available right now, because with the advent of AI and automated coding, anybody who does not even know very deep cybersecurity can become a real problem for your organization. So these are the two modules which is relevant for today's topic. Then last two modules I'll just show quickly. So this is our cloud security posture management. The data is currently loading. So you can see all the services that is listed on Amazon is being monitored very carefully, and we kind of like try to find whether there is any misconfiguration that can also lead to issues. Then the last one is the compliance module, where we kind of like can help you with the multiple frameworks, especially say security frameworks available around the world. And where this module actually helps you a lot is, compliance is mostly a manual process for most organization, and it takes both time and effort, and most compliances are kind of like having overlapping controls. So they, instead of doing something repeated every year or doing the same process for the different compliances, this module brings all the compliance related efforts into a single dashboard, where your entire team can coordinate and get compliance in just weeks rather than months. So we can arrange a individual demo for your organization, that also can be done. And let me quickly go to the next one, which is the free pen testing offer that we want to give you. And the pen testing can be registered in pentest.cyberhills.com, and this is the free webinar access code that we give you, where you can get pen testing done for one website or one web app completely free as a opportunity, since you have participated in the webinar. So this is the landing page for the pen testing site. You have to just fill in the details, and the minute you copy and paste this particular code, uh, you get 100% discount. So let me just fill the details.
Kaja, you can talk about the benefit.
Okay, sure. So we kind of like ensure that this pen testing is done, though it's given free. We do take as per our standards. We have the process to ensure that the pen testing is done similar to whatever paying clients, or it's done for paying clients. And this gives you a taste of what Cyber Hills can offer. And with this free pen testing, even for multiple organizations, we have kind of like found out very critical vulnerabilities which was not discovered by other vendors earlier. And what it does is, it kind of like gives you, once you fill up this form, you'll get an email, and it will ask you to confirm a rules of engagement page. The rules of engagement is very simple. It gives us authorization to do the pen test for you, and once you have done that, then we'll take the test forward and give you the report, and also arrange a meeting for you. I think it's already taken a long time, so if you have any doubt, please post it in the group. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Kaja. I think if you have anything, you can unmute you if you want to ask any questions. Otherwise, we are good to close. And thanks for being very patient and attending it. Also, please provide your feedback. We share the feedback form in the and see if you want to help your organization or friends' organization. probably you can fill. I think the code is will be. Can you share again the code in the chat
Sure,
box?
sure.
Yeah, okay. So you go and fill up the form, then they will get it, even the feedback.
We'll share the chat message itself along with the code.
Abubakar, you can connect with our team. They will, first level, then maybe I can connect. I can based on your requirement.
Teman-teman juga bisa nge-print.
Okay. Any other thing? Any questions? If you want to ask anyone, you can raise your hands, or we can close.
Itu teman-teman bisa langsung ketik.
Okay, thank you very much. I think you're really an interesting and wonderful audience, and thanks for joining. And we wish you have learned 4 important takeaway from this, which is AEMU, and hope to see you are implementing that in your organization. Thank you very much. Kaja, please share the code. They are asking again, maybe in the chat box. If you can quickly paste it, it will be good.
Sure.
Validation is asking the code, okay, pen test code.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. So I think it's already shared in the group. You can take it. CH does webinar does 1 April 1 app dash 2025. Okay, thank you.
Di sini, kalau yang pakai kutip itu namanya
Recording stopped.
sedangkan yang nggak pakai kutip itu biar atau angka. Teman-teman bisa ngeprint kedua hal ini secara bersamaan dengan dipisahkan oleh koma. Jadi ada dua